So I have to tell you my layoff story, but and everybody has a layoff story, right? But the difference between I got laid off twice in these last 4 years. So let me take you on a little bit of a journey about my layoff story. Let's go back a little bit, shall we? So my first layoff. So I started with Delta in 2018, and I think it was July 8th, 2018 is when I started with Delta. Loved working for Delta. I had just left Amazon that February of 2018. That was an experience all in itself, honey. Talk about that for another day. And then in March of 2020 is when they sent us all home. We were working from home permanently. And then but with COVID, the airlines were the first to get hit, right? And so in May of 2020 was my first layoff. Yes, my first layoff was in May of 2020 from Delta. It was to be expected. Of course, we got our severance, and it was sad because it felt like an era was coming to an end because I really enjoyed working there in the team. But being that I already knew that I wasn't going back, I decided that, okay, I'm going to start looking for another job. In August of 2023, I found my new job. So July 2023, I resigned from Rite Aid. And then in August of 2023, less than 30 days later, I had another job. But I told myself this was going to be different. I was going to right my wrongs, and I was going to go in here with a new face and rose-colored glasses, new attitude, fresh start, and I'm going to do things completely different. And unfortunately, some things just don't change. And that's exactly what ended up happening. I was the only person, for one, it wasn't a startup, but they operated like a startup because they've been in business for 15 years. But nonetheless, February of 2024, I'm going on PTO, and I said, this time I'm not working. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going on PTO. Well, I get on the line, and an HR consultant is there. Now, this HR consultant has been working with a startup company. And when I saw her, I immediately knew I was about to get laid off. So I was really calm, and I just said, yep, this is it. After that, the VP of HR, she gets on. And so she goes, this is a bit of a shock. And I was just like, I mean, it is what it is. I think I was so calm. With Delta, I was hurt, but I understood. With this tech company, I was relieved, and I was actually happy that I got laid off.